Hi guys, I'm not a real panda, so don't worry. We need to get some facts right. Miss Bilhan, Honeybun, I cannot speak on Langley chat until I have other information. But that's I'm talking about Sebastian Wainwright Rogers. Um, yeah. Bilhan Bates. Oh, yeah. Correct. Be quiet for a minute, please. Uh, you Buffy. My interesting. So, you cover that music. My music is better than yours. Because I make it myself. And I know my. Hello, Mother Jeff. Hi. You know of you better. She likes pissing me off. I'm a commentary show.
Step 3. Grow hard about what you want to be. Step 4. Everybody just do your thing.
Ew. Yeah. I don't know something is happening with Sebastian. I don't know what has happened. Let me go look on it. Because, Smiley kinda. That is disturbing. Um, yeah. Hi, Joker Jake. Let's get into this train wreck. No, not eventually in the stage. Okay.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna
It is nice, nice, nice. Don't forget to tell Robin thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Stephanie, it's nice to see you. I think I already said hi to you, but second hi from Bullhorn Betty. Ball Mom.
Oh my god.
Freedom. Surveillance footage captured their escape, which went unnoticed. These, the FBI, ATF.
Oh my god. How fucking disgusting. Okay, you might put Let me set the record.
Rogers, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Many of you guys know this case inside and out. However, let's just go over a tidbit of information. But before we do, let me bring you guys all up to speed. For those that are new to this case, have never seen this case, while this is Tennessee, his mother, Katie Proudfoot, and stepfather, Chris Proudfoot, came out and told their stories in this interview about what transpired related to the disappearance of their 15-year-old son. Katie, Sebastian's mother, describes the day before he disappeared, Sunday, February 25th. They went to BJ's. He got a colossal popcorn. He was just a very happy, jovial young man. And they came home, put some snacks away, and then they went to a local bowling alley. And next to the bowling alley was a steakhouse where they ate. After they ate, they loaded up and went home. He took out the garbage, and the rest is history. He goes to bed at 9 p.m. Mom goes to bed at midnight. She awakes at 6 a.m. to wake Sebastian up as she normally does, and he's gone. Christopher Proudfoot states that he was not even in the area at the time that Sebastian left the home, that he was many miles away as he was working in Memphis and staying in his camper in Mississippi. A lot of people
I don't know about your fucking narrative.
not heard or seen Sebastian.
When are you going to give up with him, buddy? Not going to impress anybody. We all know you have our stock in front guilty of that.
Sebastian Rogers, no sightings have panned out. And if you guys recall, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers was only 15 years old when he disappeared. And not only was he diagnosed with autism, but he was also diagnosed with a rare 6q27 chromosome deletion syndrome. Sebastian was known for his gentle nature and love of gaming. Despite his challenges, he was bright and endearing, according to his teachers. Now, to discuss the timeline a little more in detail, February 22nd, 2024 was the last time Seth, his dad, spoke with him. On February 24th, which was Saturday, him and his mother were seen eating at the food court of Costco's after they were doing some shopping or before they were doing some shopping, but they were at Costco's. If you don't know what Costco's is, it's like a Sam's. That's a local bowling alley to them. Now, when they got there, allegedly, there was tournaments going on in the from the very beginning. And that was his bed made or was it messy when she went in there at 6 a.m.? Had he slept in the bed?
We don't know that. Nobody knows that. Sorry. Not privileged to know that.
According to her statement, she says she immediately reached out to Christopher, which was 3.5 hours away in Memphis, working on the St. Jude's project. We heard that they called law enforcement, not 911, but the non-dispatch line of law enforcement at 6:33 in the morning, some 33 minutes later. We also learned in another...
Hold up! You forgot something, Mercy. I know you trying to fit the script to make Kane Chris look bad, but she got to she got a phone call. She got looking for it. Probably out of the house. She has to get dressed and go driving and looking for him. So she didn't look.
Another interview that Katie actually got in her car and drove around the community, or did she? So we have a lot of questions. But
you have a lot. Because you're going to make Chris and Kane look bad when they jump. Seth does.
Despite all of these details, there was a massive and extensive search that was done for Sebastian Rogers, involving drones, helicopter, K9 units. However, no trace of Sebastian has ever been found, even all this time later. Over the past year, the investigation has seen numerous development. The search expanded to the Kentucky landfill, where
Blah, blah, blah.
related to the disappearance of Sebastian Rogers, yet he proclaims over and over and over again that he was 3.5 hours away and was not there when
And the cops noticed, and Clyde has fact-checked this, and it's proven to be true, dum-dum.
this child disappeared. There have been concerns about child abuse, including reports of locking the refrigerator at night. Now, those have not been substantiated. We also heard that they
I don't go on rumors, but unlike you, you got the Jack and Jill systems were all fucking wrong. I'm sorry.
they were putting him in the garage to sleep. Again,
That's a rumor, and that's not true.
not substantiated information in the reports, but what we did hear specifically related to these reports from the father is that the only place he felt
He lied. He has 3 CPS reports to the self.
safe was at his dad's home. We also learned that
I don't know if that's true.
in the counseling notes that Sebastian had with his counselor, he questioned why his mother hated him.
I don't know if that's true. How do you know what's in that counseling note, babe? Nobody knows.
He outlined a lot of abuse. There were over five.
3, Miss Lyle. I'm file 3.
There were over 4. I'll say to cover my butt. There were over 4 CPS reports that were received by Seth Rogers. I truly believe there were 6 reports, not 5 reports.
It's 3 reports. Great if that's right. I got my source right from the nurse's mouth. How about you, babe? Making shit up? Not by a person, y'all.
I believe he had 5 reports in his possession, and the 6th report, because it was open, was not released. So if we will look at it from that lens, we have a lot more.
No. Go look at CPS. Go look at Seth. He has just 3 CPS, just as many CPS. Plus the fact of cases that he was abusive towards Sebastian. Also, he got kicked out of the Air Force Base. Navy. Sorry. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to misspeak. Navy base. He also hit Sebastian in front of a teacher. Let's not forget that. Okay, you want to sit and spin? You can spin, but try the truth.
Then meets the eye. Another allegation that has never been corroborated was the one with the pressure washer. We have observed and have noted quite often throughout our comments.
But who are you? You're nobody. You're nobody to judge. Look up your history. You start getting harassed from. Stop.
Carry on this case, the lack of visible emotion. We've also notated the lack of Chris and Katie even consoling themselves publicly.
You're not going to do that publicly
during this difficult time. We've never seen them reach over to reassure one another, touch one another.
Different people grieve. Okay? Stop being a pet blue for these idiots. Sebastian Army can go suck a dick because they don't know the facts from the asses.
hold, rub their back, or anything. We have never seen any type of at 615-4, specifically by the statements they've made and the behaviors that they've exhibited.
Everybody has the right to give in the own time. Okay?
As we mark over a year since Sebastian Rogers vanished, the search continues. Authorities urge anyone with credible information to come forward. And if you have any information, please contact the Sumner County Sheriff's Department or Sheriff's Office at 615-451-3838 or the well-known telephone number of TBI at 800 TBI Fine. We're here.
Let me say something else. Do not give me tips to Seth Rogers. He's not honest and lies. Submit our tips to FBI for the Tennessee law enforcement, please.
And we have joined the community in wanting to learn more about this case and demanding answers.
You don't have the right to demand answers. Acting like you did.
And where the heck are the public searches? Where the heck are the private searches? Where the heck are the ICE?
It's not your business. You don't want him to be a part of this case. Because he stalked and harassed, went to the campus site, went to the house. How fucked up is that, babe? How fucked up?
Isolated, targeted searches. Where is law enforcement in this case? We don't know. You want to know why we don't know? Because they haven't even bothered telling us squat about Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers in well over a...
Yeah. It's not your business, Cutting Kristen said. So you're going to sit there and yap about this? Oh, you demand it. You don't get to have the answers. The only people that get to know is Seth, Cutting, and Chris.
Year. They have had no searches. They've produced not one scintilla of information to help locate or find Sebastian. And we have no details. Is this being shoveled under the rug?
No.
Because let's face it, in any other domestic issue, missing person, the last person that saw the person that starts acting suspicious.
His mama never acted suspicious. Are you kidding me? Seth is one that's sucking off.
Typically has a reason to act suspicious. So let's step back in time. Let's go back to the very, very, very beginning. And this is going to be a little different because what we're going to do is we're going to play the first two Dutch's interviews. Now,
He says something right here.
Sebastian went to bed at 9 p.m. And then you...
No, but it's...
Here, let's see, where was I? So let's hear this 14 days later. Let's see if we have that same grief-stricken voice. You know, are they still missing their child? You know, and I always thought every single one of their interviews have never been about the advocate.
Never been about... No, that's Seth you're talking about. That's Seth.
Of Sebastian Rogers. And in my opinion, it's been about the self-preservation observation of Christopher
Wrong again.
Proudfoot and Katie Proudfoot.
Wrong again.
Nothing more, nothing less.
I
It has
don't.
always been self-preservation.
That's self.
Why did
My
you
boy,
parents
my
need to be
son.
self-preserved? Self-preserved so much that they make every single interview about them
Yeah.
and what they're going through, never once giving a damn about what Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers may be going through.
Me to talk to me about Sebastian's disappearance. It seems like it's been a rough week. Maybe
She talks.
just trying to think where, Pat, if you would please some and over and over.
I understand it is a talk show. I say this every blessed time I have to go through Dutch's stupid interviews. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't like the lady because she doesn't like me. She talks about trying to be nice to people. The lady has never had a conversation with me and has done nothing but trash me when she doesn't even know me. But I digress on that front. But when you have an interview, for those that are watching this, whether I sound like a broken record or not, ask the questions and shut your pie hole. Not to be rude, but to be rude. Because I have all these people that can get these interviews at the beginning, and these are the most.
That's why she's upset. They can get it.
Most important interviews of the case. And when you give them an A, B, and C choice, you're not allowing them to answer the blessed question.
Hey, Bill and Bay, every person that gets an email knows how, except for you. You hint at stuff. You don't know how to interview people.
Answering it for them. Let them speak. Let the damn people speak. I know.
You don't get to sit there and say it. Unless you can be a bicker, you're just feeling alone.
It's hard. Everybody wants to fill every silentness with something.
Hey, shut up. Shut up.
So we're going to start out with some questions from the panel, and then for your patients. And, we just ask that you show respect and just, kindness goes a long way.
Kindness does go a long way, Duchess. Maybe you should practice what you preach. Just saying. I don't know you, but you act like you know me.
You will run the entire brat. You don't get to sit there and do this. This is why she gets interviews. You fell so little to get interviews. This is why you're a crap at life.
And we appreciate that. Let me get over here. I'd made myself
10 minutes later.
a couple of notes. I hope Sebastian's mom is okay. I know this has been very difficult. Sebastian will be found soon.
Why are you skipping so much?
To keep the billboards up.
And that's why you have this weird behavior of her laughing when they ask her, about her son. And that was in the WSMV video, the very first thing. And that's why you have stuff like that. We're not making them act this way. We're not making them act, like they're this blubbering mess this minute, and the very next day they're put together and okay.
It's not next week, just like it's 14 days later.
And then we get 14 days later, they seem to be matter of fact all of a sudden again. We're not doing that. We're observing.
No, maybe you got the sense girl so they can spread the word. knucklehead.
That, and we're basing an opinion off of our observations. But whatever you look at, no matter how you look at it, it doesn't look or smell right.
No, I see fucking listener. You can even get into your mic. Okay, there's how about Steph? Then he tells you in your number that they just say, yes, I'm a vicious intake. No. Bullshit, Bolly, bullshit.
It doesn't smell right. And then we add.
So just Steph never smells right and never acts. Then like he acts is okay to you? Really? You know, motherfucker.
Lauren from Facebook. Love Lauren from Facebook. Let me pull this back just a little. Well, it doesn't really matter because look at it. It doesn't look or shock right here. And this is actually, I do need it because I want you guys to hear it. Hold on a second. Let me remove this and let me add it back. I want you guys to hear it. Because what she writes is Sebastian's nightly routines involved, and this is true. And if you don't believe me, go back to all of the interviews that they've had. Shock. Right here. And we've been trying to get those questions answered since the beginning of the case. Yes, have we made some strides to get those answered, and has some of our original questions been answered? Yes, they have. However, this one major question we have been asking for well over a year, 15 months, in fact. Sebastian's nightly routines involved showering and taking medication.
Hey, no, you do not get to know this information. It's private. It's Sebastian. Stop exploiting this kid for your money as making. Shame on you.
Way, especially when they continuously happen over and over and over again, much like the past tense, much like the nasty commentary that they've said about their child, their missing child, their medically needy missing child. Go back to all.
Did you say anything bad about Sebastian? Give the effect piece of trash.
All those interviews, listen to how they describe Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Tell me that's not odd from a parent. Tell me that's not odd from.
Now I find it odd that Seth is always talking about his private parts. I don't understand. That's sick, that's vile, it's nobody's business.
A parent. It is. It's very odd. In my foot, and in my foot. In my summation of hold on here.
Your opinion doesn't matter. Because you're wrong most of the time. You're wrong now, just like Smiley is.
In my summation of everything, we're just observing their behaviors. And we're opining and providing opinions and speculating on that because that's what we have to go on. We have
not just speculate and the truth in facts. Dumb.
Have a missing child here, and we've got parents that aren't acting right. All right. And everybody always says they're innocent until proven guilty. And I'm going to pull a line from the Deception Detective.
Like, he's honest? Are you for real right now? He's not honest. He's getting back. But you don't care about your honesty. All you care about is cuts and beats. Just like him.
You know? Yes, everybody is entitled innocence before guilty in a court of law. And I've said this many times. as the deception detective. So I'm going to say it the way the deception detective. I'm not a judge. You're not a jury. And this is not a court of law. We are entitled to our public opinion. We're entitled to a public, public everything, right? So I don't want to hear any more about somebody coming on my channel and telling me they're innocent in dead. Yeah, in a court of law, that they get that when they're arrested. We are not law enforcement. We don't go out and make arrests, but we did.
But it's okay to defend them, harass them, stop them, everything else, right? And then you cut out scot-free like you always do, not because you are in the right, because of some dumb shit people, right? But you won't get you of all these charges.
Damn sure judge people, and we are entitled to our public opinion. We're entitled to a public, public everything, right? So I don't want to hear any more about somebody coming on my channel and telling me they're innocent in dead. Yeah, in a court of law, that they get that when they're arrested. We are not law enforcement. We don't go out and make arrests, but we damn sure judge people.
That's not your job.
And
I'm
we
sorry.
damn sure
not your job.
Judge people on a public level. When we smell something that doesn't smell right, we call it out. Maybe law enforcement does it. That's not in their wheelhouse.
Why do you have to call it out? State the facts, state the truth. You're not being trouble so much, baby. But you're not running a narrative that doesn't fit. You're not give out fake information. For what? To get this views, to make money off of these kids? Are you fucking kidding me?
It's in ours.
No, it's not. Not to fabricate stories. It's not.
The parents, the mom and stepfather in the Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers case bother me. They bother me because I don't believe crap that they're saying, and I believe they harm their child. I believe they harm their child because nobody has seen him since. It's not because I don't think that there's.
You're wrong. And the cops have even said that. No foul play. No foul play. You did not hurt Sebastian. Drafters. I'm still not here. You did not harm Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. You have no evidence, no proof. But that the news from my ideas keeps spinning, right? Maybe you need to go to the doctors and get a 50-50. That's what you need. You need mental and psychiatry help.
There's an alternate theory like this child custody thing. I do believe that, but I also believe no parents would withstand all of this over child custody. That something must have, I use that common sense thing.
Do you know? Do you? Because you're not as smart as a cop. I can tell you that right now. Neither am I, but I have resources. You don't know. This is not true.
And that problem-solving skill.
No. Try that again. Go knock on it and maybe people will believe you. You should not trust this woman to tell the truth. Not even in the Judge Lindley case. She lies a lot.
And the way my brain works is it's telling me nobody's going to go through this, all of this, unless something really, really bad happened.
They have, and they still are going through this. But you don't give a damn, baby. You don't have any respect for self, any respect for Christian Kelly, calling him defective a pocket.
So,
and by the way, it's not a matter. You still not a manager. I trust it. Okay, does matter to your special client matter? You know that. You dumb bitch.
So that's why I believe Sebastian is hurt. That's why I believe Sebastian is injured. That's why I believe the way I believe. And then it doesn't help when you have Chris Proudfoot saying they'll never find him again. Then
He never said that. So, under back in that line, he never said that. So get over yourself. You might have twisted and turned. No.
my brain starts kicking in overdrive. And yes, let me stand on my hill.
Go ahead. Stand on it.
One of my theories is I believe that they dismembered Sebastian. As hard as that is to swallow, I'm not going to sit here and not have an opinion. It was right on the heels after him and Katie had traveled from here, there to everywhere.
Up! Stupid people like you, JL. I'm gonna call him the Dolly business. Why don't I call him Darren Rose? I don't know who he is, but never mind. People like you doesn't help me into the case. You just not to come toward your temple. That's what I think. Seth did something to you. I know he's at the show. Doesn't mean he has friends.
They weren't even home. We found out that they were.
Oh, you're not home because stupid people like you, baby. By AKA, and then Griffin. Go on, stuck, harass. Katie has a middle hour house at the worst possible time. Let's get that straight. Don't try argument. No. She has me because she's being harassed. And she's still being harassed. Like the stupid Silvers from the seat. Hi, Mr. Silvers. Please back off. It's been over 2 years. You're not gonna find him. You're too old to go hiking. Please stop harassing that point. It's not fair.
Over in Mississippi, we found out that they were over in South Carolina.
Not to have fun because Chris has smoke. You think it's free? No, ma'am. You know why you have just let you, like the camper, because you look to ask yourself to get nice things. It's not like you sitting there like, okay, I'm going to show this person because I can and because I want something that you cannot have. That's how you think.
Going to a motorcycle rally. They were
That's not even happening. That didn't happen.
Cruising around this country.
No, ma'am. You're not looking. I'm looking. You don't know how that works.
Right after Sebastian disappeared.
Nope. Nope.
Is a plausible deduction.
No. Because you don't. See, like you, I know you're making money off of his back and the kind of stuff back, but babe, no. I'm not making money off my children's not monetized. Let it be some, maybe. You just don't know how to tell the truth. It's sad.
That could be taken, especially with the confidence that was exuded from Christopher Proudfoot when he said that they'll never find him. Didn't we all find it awfully suspect that they're traveling all over the country?
No, they had to like criticize jobs all over the US, so they had to travel. So don't spend this like this, buddy. You're not being honest.
While everybody is sitting in Hendersonville, Tennessee, looking for their child. If you think it was funny of their traveling, raise your hand. That's one of the reasons why one of my theories is dismemberment. It's because who the hell travels that much when they have a missing kid?
Who the hell you to? No, bitch. No.
And then be so emboldened and confident that nobody is going to find him.
They never thought that either.
Something happened, and we don't know what, but we know it's not good.
We don't know what, but we know. No, you just said your jury. Shut the fuck up and own your shit.
It's not good. And the reason why I wanted to double down on that is I heard it made the hate channels head. Before we the search has intensified that they need to grease to get their evidence in their hot little hands. They shouldn't be having some crazy YouTuber from Florida telling them how to do their job. I'm sure I don't need to tell them how to do their job. But I'd like to know why we haven't had targeted searches. And I think it all is going to stem down to they broke. Why would Sumner County be broke?
Oh my God. Sorry.
You know, I'm not there. I'm not going there. I'll
Will. I'm sorry.
Polygraph, administrators here, which I found a little odd. But according to the deception detective, they have plenty of polygraph administrators, polygraph administrators, polygamy. Is that where polygamy comes from? They couldn't pass a polygraph. No. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I know it's kind of like.
Shit.
What do you do?
So you ever got your mouth up?
So the disappearance of Lily and Jack has deeply affected the local community and beyond. The children are members of the Micmac. I'm. Despite scaling back the physical search, just speculating and theorizing and looking, many people. And the only time I would ever go walking through water or a lake or a pond or anyone with any information to please come forward. They're still looking to find out what's going on. As we reach the end of this particular episode, we got a few other things to look at and read through. We want to keep them in our thoughts and prayers, and we absolutely want to try to find some information to help in their case, help move the needle. And so many of you guys know I spoke not yesterday, but the day before yesterday about starting our speculation station theory on the two siblings in Nova Scotia. It's just, where we start just speculating and theorizing and looking at the maps and seeing if what we can find. I gotta tell you, even trying to find the lakes as any types of bodies of water around them, I really do believe that that's a clue, because Daniel had made mention that while he was searching for them, he was up to his waist in water. And I've searched for many people. And the only time I would ever go walking through water or a lake or a pond or anything is if there's evidence supporting that there's a possibility, if there's footprints, if there's skid marks, if there's, something going into that body
Just like everyone let it mess up. That will help.
of water. So for me, it's a little weird that he's splashing around bodies of water up to his waist if there's no evidence that they could be in that body of water. Here when it comes to these children, because I think there's some information that can be in the timeline. They disappeared on May 2nd.
I don't understand bullshit, Tyler.
My message right now. Where the hell? The whole damn county is riddled with failed leadership. If you're from Sumner County, vote differently, please. Do yourself a favor. Vote differently. Get better leadership.
You're not entitled. You're not mental. You do not get to tell them how to do the job because you don't have any experience of being a cop. You didn't go to school for that. Shut your fucking mouth. Shut your fucking mouth. Have some goddamn respect.
Thank God. But where the hell is Sumner County for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers? They put their tail between their legs and they've ran off.
No, you haven't. My ears are starting to get windy. Oh, like he give a damn, babe. He hasn't been about Sebastian. It's about freaking poking. And he gives you the fucking time of the day. Not Seth. You know what? You should have been deep diving into yourself because you cannot look at him because you're cussing his ass. Until you look at him, babe, until you look at Seth Rogers and say one mean thing about him, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up because you cannot, still feel a hate that you don't care to make life. You don't cut your own up to your fucking mistake. Come to my challenge. Let's have a talk. I debate it. Be a little pretty. Just pick up pennies on and be able to come over here and talk. Not control, talk. But you can't do that because you're a fucking weak ass bitch.
Off. Where's the targeted searches for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers? Where are they? That's kind of my message right now. Where the hell are they? And not only that,
my question to you, who in the hell are you to be seen there in front of how many lawsuits now? One? The defamation one can be I don't know if we still have a lawsuit against Katie Chris. I don't know about that one. But this come August, not gonna be it, no.
Not only are they out there searching, after they scaled back the search has intensified. And now they're wanting to know, there's rumor has it that somebody might be talking.
Rumor has it you don't want to contact no social media people. Because of people like you. Oh, it's just fingerprint. Why?
You should demand that. But
because of you?
This is making people question who's speaking because the search was called off. Pendants. And I pray to God that they get it. But each and every voter out there, quit going for the ones that are able to fill up your box with the most little cards. Those are the ones that are backed by the high power people you don't want them backed by. Listen to your candidates. Who resonates with you the most? enforcement, about another month or two to. Interesting. I know you can act pro se, but to present a case to the grand jury, huh? That is interesting. Send me something. bullhornbetty@gmail.com. Send me something. I'd like to read that. That's interesting. And Edgar Parade. Maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe we'll file our parade our parade application in Sumner County. We'll do a parade route. We'll do a parade route. I don't know. I feel like we need to do something. We need to bring some attention back to Bullhorn Betty membership. Start getting data in. They start putting that data on maps and start going out and looking in certain areas.
Oh my God. Maybe I would need to get some courses. Mr. Tiger, come. Happy screen. How are you? Okay. This is the sea hag. I named her that because she looks like Ursula. But I'm not getting into this. Because my knee back numbing. Okay. Oh, I really need to go. I'm sorry. Look, I can stay until 5.
Just happened overnight. Let me look at something here.
What happened?
Now, these are the remaining, not the ones with the X, but these are the remaining ones.
I'm trying to get
We're gonna go down, but these are.
Here's the damn serious. I doesn't need this people on serious. Seriously?
In the car, I'm driving.
This
And
is-
so you'll see as we come up about when this video starts, you'll start seeing Sumner County Police here to the. And here we go. So as I said, see, who all.
Hey, Jude said she's going to go back and look.
Your son's poster up. And then on their son, their stepson and son. By the way, let me stop right here.
Yeah.
There goes, watch,
I
there
promise.
goes the round truck.
God, Lord have mercy. Oh, this just ain't right. What in the heck is going on? Okay, now I gotta find what's his names again. Hold on a minute. I'm back from outer space. Hold on a minute. Hold on.
You serious?
Just don't show up.
Tony, what do you think the chances are the FBI will in fact step in? They can't do that.
Hindsight. Hindsight.
Study and is appropriate, make recommendations to the Sumner County Commission to address threats to Sumner County's children. This committee is consisted of representatives of our faith-based community, education community, legal community, and child welfare community. After months of discussion across multiple topics, I believe we have identified underlying issues that this committee finds particularly. Hey, look, here's his wife. All the rest of that, you can go over there and watch it. The black truck followers. And why? Why? I didn't see them stopping at the yard sale either. That was down the street. Look, my point is, Silver's on the scene is back in Hendersonville. He don't live in that town. He's riding around. He was told there was yard sales in that neighborhood of Stafford Court area. There were signs. He wanted to drive around. He wanted to look for Katie's son, Sebastian Rogers.
That's not looking for him,
He has every right.
No,
He has every right to look for a missing person who has drawn national attention. Look for Sebastian and talk about Sebastian, and certainly drive down any public roads anywhere. And they have a right to do that without feeling like people's following them, jumping in their cars, and feeling intimidated.
Wait, sir? By who?
You know,
not the prophets.
What Silver's on the scene did, I can appreciate. I can appreciate anyone who puts time in any way, shape, or form they can looking for a missing child, especially when the parent especially the mother allegedly isn't putting at least everything she can into finding her son.
You do not know that's mine. How dare you? The audacity? Yeah, this is why you don't get peace. This is why you're such a motherfucker con at this point. Because you lied, you put everything on Katie, not herself. In that job. I'm tired of these. This is wrong that social media can have like her from misinformation. I can't. This is why social media doesn't need to be into crime. Because it's social, not media. And people love to give fucking misinformation out. Like, the monkey boy over there, he sits on his panel on his right ass, telling lies about this case, telling lies about other cases too. Why, Justin? Because I know you did that in the drain, motherfucker, just like Molly. These people doesn't deserve my time of day, doesn't deserve my energy. But I'm gonna peck and debunk those lies every time we go live. And Brady, she do that every day. She gives up misinformation. I said I had to. She's simply lying her ass off. She can go to hell. And I hope she stays so. I hope she's going to get. I hope in June this case, like Quimby, is over and done. Done! Because Betty's trying to win. But she lost. I can wait until the first payment that she makes to Creamy. Because Betty, you know what you do. Every time you make Creamy playful, it's karma. It's coming back to hit you harder. Enjoy it, bitch. Enjoy it. Because everything, you're laughing my ass off at you. Have a beautiful day. I can't do much smiling. She's not in her right state of mind. Just saying. I think she's a batshit crazy person, in my opinion. I'm touching on you. Have a good Monday night. Jesus, it's Monday. Okay, bye.